Good morning, my YouTube friends. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday afternoon. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about something that's going on in today's world. I had experienced it for myself, but I've never literally experienced it in the eyes of the color of a person who is of a different ethnicity, whether it be a black person or vice versa. This is a really hard topic to talk about, but I feel like I had to talk about it only for a couple reasons, because people are this young man, I've seen the video, and yes, a young man was murdered, and he was murdered unjustly. He didn't deserve to die. He didn't comply with the police. He wasn't doing anything that was out of the ordinary that would make a police officer want to feel like he was at danger. So I feel like this police officer was completely wrong, and firing this police officer it's a slap in the face to the community, and I feel like he deserves justice, and I feel like he should have gone in jail, and he should have been punished for his crimes. The only issue is people are out there protesting in Minneapolis, all these people, and going into stores, especially like Targets. The video that I seen, it was one at Target, and they were all stealing like they did the LA riots. Didn't your fathers teach you anything, like Martin Luther King or Julio Cesar Chavez? They fought for real injustice, for real justice, and they had to, freedom riders, they had to sit and they wouldn't move, and they took a stand. And then the bus in Mississippi, it's just, I'm speechless to how this is all going on. It's just like you guys are going backwards and doing the hard work that these people fought for to make it better. It just doesn't justify, yes, this man was murdered and he does deserve justice, but that you going out acting like a damn criminal yourself because you are committing a crime makes it prove them right. It proves them right that you're just a criminal. It makes them think, well, they're all acting like that. Maybe he, no, not every single cop is a bad cop. Not every single, we all have people in our human society that we do not like and want to associate ourselves. We have humans who, of all different ethnicities and backgrounds, that are just evil people and do wrong. But in my opinion, I don't associate myself with those people. There's a lot of people in my country who love living the cartel life. They love to be, part of the cartel, and there's women, and they bring their children, and it's not my culture. It's not my thing. Nor will I ever associate myself with that. But I don't condone it. But I'm not gonna be like, hey sister, let's go out there and no. There's people that are in here in California or all over the United States. There's gangs all over. But you do not associate yourself with those people. Sorry guys, I had to come back and find a more quiet place. So my whole point is, what are you guys really fighting for going around stealing? It's not justice. It doesn't bring justice back. It just makes you look like a damn fool. And I feel like everything that Martin Luther King and Julio Cesar stands for, and what they did and how they protested, means crap to nobody. It's like they're part of history, and how they struggled for real justice like that made a huge impact. But I feel like people don't see that, don't read history. To me, it's like, nah, you can be an idiot all you want, but don't drag the young man's murder into this, okay? Because now you make his justice unjustified. You make it look like he doesn't deserve justice because you are acting like that. And I don't mean to sound rude or disrespectful, but when you act like that, it doesn't make it nowhere right. That guy does deserve justice. Believe me, he deserves justice, and that gentleman deserves to go to jail. And he'll get what's coming. And I get it that people want to take justice into their own hands because they feel like the government ain't doing nothing. And yeah, you're probably right. But you going around acting that way, taking stuff from things that don't belong to you and acting like that, doesn't make it right either. And it makes that young man justice not even worth it. People are going to look at his crime and put it into yours, and it ain't worth it. I don't understand why people are going out there taking stuff and protesting. If you're going to protest, protest. But make sure you know what you're protesting for. I get it. You all are angry. I'm angry too. It's not just about some young man that passed away. It's about the way he was taking his life. This guy lost his life unfairly and unjustice. And people deserve their justice. I get that. And I don't know how many times I got to say that. But when people go out there and steal and do their riots in the wrong way, now that's when, because you're putting that young man's excuse for you to go out there and do what you do. And it saddens me because I feel like the people before us, like Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Julio Cesar Chavez, like everything, they worked just as hard. Because believe me, people back then, they were justly justified wrong just as much as this black man. And believe me, they fought just as hard, but they did it the right way. No violence. They didn't steal from nobody. They didn't do anything that would cause them to prove them that they were the wrong people. They sat quietly, they marched, and they preached. But no, did they fight. They stood their ground and they did it right. Why can't we go back to those? Why can't we protest properly without having to have all this chaos? But I guess that's what people want, and that's what people will do. They will do everything and anything to try to prove their own point, I guess. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And I just don't know what to say. I'm kind of almost like speechless. The only reason why I had to say something because my son was watching the news and he was like, why are these people acting like that? What happened? And I had to explain to him. And he was like, man, why did they kill that guy? He didn't do nothing. And I was like, because he watched the video. Because they played the video. And I said, I know, son, he didn't do anything. But sometimes you get bad cops that make it bad for all the cops. And they give him a bad reputation. And he decided to be one of those. And now all these people are mad and angry. So they're going around protesting. But they're breaking into department stores and stealing everything because they're angry. And I said, and to me, that doesn't make it any right. But just people will take justice into their own hands because if my son asked me, did the guy go to jail? And I said, no. He actually was just fired. That's it. He goes, so he was able to murder somebody and not go to jail? I said, yep. He goes, not yet. And he goes, that doesn't make any sense. And I said, I know. And that's what's sad with today's society. So, and the reason why I say I experienced some racials or whatever, if you want to say racism, is because I'm Hispanic and I was born and raised in Mexico and my son's white. He doesn't look anything Hispanic. He doesn't have anything looks like he would be Mexican. He has blue eyes, blonde hair. He's tall. He's white. He's nothing. And people used to tell me, oh, you just like to say he's yours, but technically you're the nanny. Everybody would tell me, you're the nanny, huh? And I'm like, no, that's my son. He came out of my He's mine. I pushed him out, and they're like, oh, they just look at me like I'm some kind of liar, or something, you know. And even at people when we go out to eat at restaurants, they would even ask my mom, "Is that really your grandson, or is it somebody you're just babysitting?" I'm like, "No, that's my grandson." Because really, that little white kid's your grandson. I'm just like, what? I can't have a kid who's white? I didn't choose the color, he just came out white. So I understand and experienced some of it, not as much as this young man, because he actually was murdered wrongfully. And I honestly don't know what to say to the family. I'm sorry that this injustice was wrong to you. If you guys have ever seen the movie Just Mercy, that lawyer represents justice right there. And I hope that lawyer helps that family, because he's helped millions of people that were justly put in prison just because of the color of their skin. That's all there was, because of the color of their skin. And that movie, oh my God, Denzel Washington did an amazing job. I've seen so many sad movies and not cry. In this movie, it made me angry and it made me cry. I was like, wow. It left me speechless. But to know that there is somebody out there, a real lawyer who's willing to fight for real justice the right way, wow. I applaud you. Hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys have any comments below, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Bye. This is a post that I made in Facebook.